Hello and welcome to Cricbuzz Comm Box. I'm Saiyami Kher and I have Simon with me. Simon, at the 15th over point, India have managed to get 88 and lost that one wicket. Sri Lanka got off to a great start, getting Rohit on the second ball, but they haven't really been able to capitalize since then. Those two dropped catches could really cost them dearly.
Yeah, absolutely. Both Virat and Shubman on 10 and 8. So, I mean, it could have been 3 for 30 and all over India, I think, at this stage. These sort of situations, you've got to take advantage of early mistakes from the opposition. They haven't been able to do that. I think they bowled really well. I was really impressed with the opening combination. Madushanka, Chamira looked to be almost back to his best. It'll be short, sharp spells. I mean, we don't have to go outside in Mumbai here, but it is very steamy today. So it'll be short, sharp spells from the seamers. But gee, they had a great opportunity to put India on the back foot, and then we would have seen the test of KL and Shreyas, but now they might be able to come to the crease with a little bit more relaxed, I guess, after this partnership's building.
We'll have a look at the Sri Lankan bowling because, like you said, they were very impressive up in the front. They almost cut Gill into two. They cut Virat into two. Rohit got quite a peach of a delivery. Again, a left armer troubling him. So they did everything right, but unfortunately, the fielding didn't support them.
Yeah, and that's what the problem is. When you bowl really well and you create opportunities, and I mean, I guess Chamira can only blame himself. He put the catch down, which was a bit of a shame, and it was a tough one off Virat. And then the catch from Shubman at cover point as well from Charitha Salanka. So they created opportunities, created chances, but against good teams, you have to make the most of those chances, and that's the one thing Sri Lanka haven't done. So good bowling is one thing, but when the fielders let you down or when you let yourself down a little bit, then you tend to be a little bit deflated, and that kind of looks like now this partnership is building is where Sri Lanka are at. But one thing we are seeing, I mean, we've just seen one turn a little bit from Madushanka, so it's just gone past the outside edge of Virat's bat, so there's a little bit of spin. I think there was an element of movement early on. I was quite critical of Sri Lanka bowling first. Maybe they saw something in the surface that we didn't really notice or we didn't hear from the pitch report, but, you know, created chances, just haven't taken them.
Well, I think the pitch report said that whoever wins the toss should bat first. So Sri Lanka clearly saw something else which no one else has seen. We'll have a look at the batting card because both Virat and Gill have consolidated very well after those drop chances. When you have players like Virat Kohli and Shubman Gill, you can't give them a second chance, and they know how to make the most of it.
Yeah, they do. And what they had to do at the start was just weather that little bit of a storm. I mean, you don't often see Virat troubled. I mean, he got beaten on the inside edge, beaten on the outside edge. There's a terrific bouncer from Madushanka that he sort of weaved out of the way of. So there was, as I say, some really good bowling, but they just haven't been able to capitalise on that those opportunities early on. And now this partnership is building. They might be sort of made to pay for a little bit, Sri Lanka, I think.
But you know, right now, do you think India will start to maybe accelerate a little bit, or do you think that they'll still go easy up for the next 20 overs and then say try and accelerate with wickets in hand?
I just think play. You know, both these players scored a very good rate anyway, and you know, Shubman and Virat both score at you know, around that 85 to 90 mark anyway. So if they just can do that for the next 10 to 12, 15 overs, then it just sets it up really nicely for the likes of KL, obviously for Shreyas and for Surya to come in behind. And providing they get to that 37, 38, 39 over mark with still, what South Africa have done is really shown the benchmark. If you can get to that area 2 down, 3 down at the most, you can really kick on in those last 10 overs and, you know, produce a score well in advance of 300. So that's what they'll be looking to do. I think if they just bat normally, bat sensibly, they score at a quick enough rate anyway. They'll go at 5, 6 and over pretty comfortably.
So if you were the Sri Lankan bowling coach right now, what would your strategies be for the next 20 overs?
Oh, I've been pulling my hair out for the first half an hour, 40 minutes with the mistakes that have been made. The strategy will be to try and keep it tight. Sort of in outfields, what I like for Virat in particular is to have some really close infielders because he manoeuvres the ball really well and he actually finds the gaps and picks up the ones. I'd be trying to stop those ones and make him look at the spinners over top. If you bring in the spinners into the game, then really sort of press in nice and tight inside that circle and make him take a little risk. Make Shubman take a little risk, try and hit over the top. And if you get them to do that, then maybe an opportunity will come.
All right, let's see if the opportunity comes or if Virat takes this opportunity to get to one more 100. We'll wait and watch, but we'll see you at the 35th over point at the Cricbuzz Comm Box.